So what's going on, y'all? It's Navoy Vincent, repping Navoy Vincent Fitness. We're back again today with another YouTube video. And the topic of today is going to be your thoughts shape your reality. And if you're new here, guys, my name is Navoy. I'm actually an online coach for weight loss or muscle gain. And I actually live in Germany, but I'm originally from the United States, as this cool headband shows. So yeah, make sure to check out my website, NavoyVincentFitness.com, for coaching. That's all in the bio. But yeah, guys, the whole topic of today is your thoughts become things. Your thoughts shape your reality. And this is something, guys, I've really noticed over the course of the last few years, is that the fact of the way that you think really does have a big influence on your life, or at least the lifestyle that you would like to have. And one of the biggest examples of this, guys, I can remember this like it was yesterday. This was about 2 years ago. So yeah, I was on the way to work 2 years ago. I was riding the train over there. So what I noticed was, I remember I was in a really bad mood. I can't even remember why or what happened, but I was in a really bad mood. And because I had such an angry mood, I attracted someone towards me who also was kind of in that vibration of negativity. So I remember I was sitting on the train, right? Sitting on the train, I'm sitting there, and the train was kind of full, but this German dude, he sat next to me. And the whole time he's like bumping into me. So I'm like, bro, yo, ayo, I had my headphones in. I'm like, bro, just can you move, man? You keep bumping into me. I'm trying to be nice, but you kind of keep bumping into me. And the guy's like, no, I'm not gonna move. I sat down here. I don't, and I remember I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, get up and move. I'm a big dude, and he was kind of testing my gangster. So he's like, oh, I'm not gonna move. And I remember, man, I like pushed him, and then he kind of got in my face, and I had to, I had to put hands on him, just a little slap, But then he just kind of walked away after that. But I always remember that moment because I attracted that negative energy into my life because I was really in a bad mood that day. I was pulling in that negativity from this person. And guys, the way that however you're feeling on the inside is the way that you're going to view the world. I always, I listen to a lot of Corey Wayne videos, and one thing he always says is the way that you feel on the inside is the way that you feel on the outside, or more specifically, like people who are liars and cheaters, they think everyone else are liars and cheaters because that's who they are. So they usually attract those other type of people around them. So if you're, for your fellas out there, you ever meet a girl and she's like, oh, my ex-boyfriend used to cheat on me and blah, blah, blah. More than likely, she was probably on that same type of time too. It's just she's giving you her side of the story. Now, obviously, I'm not sitting here gonna act like ain't no scumbag dudes running around out here, but usually it's the case. You attract who you are. You attract other types of people towards you. So. And it's really big the way it is in life. Guys, what I've noticed, especially with this whole gym culture, especially nowadays because of social media, guys, the gym is literally full of a bunch of self-absorbed, narcissistic people. It's kind of scary. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that they're actual narcissists. They actually have the tendencies of this. So they'll have little tendencies here and there, but usually those type of people, they think everybody else is like them. And it's actually kind of scary when you work out at the gym, because you will see it, man. It's very interesting. The more and more I study these kind of things, I'm really into psychology, so you'll notice these things. And you will notice that there are people out there that they project that their world views on everyone else. They think everyone else is conniving because that's what they are. Their thoughts basically shape the world that they live in. And especially for some of you guys out there, you'll notice I tried to date this girl. This is the best example of this. I remember I went on a date with a girl, I want to say almost 3 years ago. And I remember 2 years ago. So I remember when I was on the date with her, it didn't really go anywhere. And then I noticed the girl was basically kind of wasted my time. She was just using me for attention. So, I was just one date, I was one and done, no real waste of time. And what happened was, she ended up going out with someone else that I actually know. I actually know this guy. Guys, this guy is a super duper sleazeball. But, he's not my close friend, but, he's a peripheral friend. But he's on some demon time. And this dude ends up basically using her and then dumping her after, a few months. And that's the thing, guys. her thoughts of reality, the way that she was living her life out here, it spun the block. It came back around and hit her even worse. I was just lucky enough to actually see the process or see it actually happen to this person. Because the way that you think really does have a big influence on your life, or at least your outlook. Now, obviously, this ain't no, magic. You got your crystals and your tarot cards. I'm not saying all that. But what I'm saying is, let's say, for example, you're in a situation where something goes wrong for you. Guys, you have to look at it as, you can look at it in one or two ways. It can be, oh man, life is so messed up, or blah, 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 that's not fair. Or you can look at it the right way, where it's like, you know what, yeah, this situation didn't go my way, but I will succeed in spite of this situation. I will persevere in spite of this situation. You see this a lot with, like, especially for you young dudes out there, the girls in high school that's for the streets, right? More than likely with a girl like that, she probably got touched as a child. I don't want to say too much on here that'll have this flagged. But more than likely, that's usually what happens. So they either go in one or two directions. They either become super reserved, or they don't want to engage in any kind of activity, or they go the other way where they don't believe that they're worthy of anything, so they just belong to the streets. This is where, you get your scrippers and your OnlyFans girls. More than likely, something happened to them as a child. And if you ever watch, I see these clips on Instagram, usually with these girls, and you hear it from their own mouths that more than likely their dad touched them or their uncle touched them. So they go in that direction. But that's their thought pattern. Their thought pattern is they don't believe that they're worthy of love or worthy of respect, so they don't respect themselves, and they attract people who don't respect them. But you look at it on the other side, you look at someone like Oprah. Oprah actually, she actually had some stuff happen to her as a child, but she decided to succeed in life in spite of this. So guys, this is why I want y'all to kind of be on that same type of time, man. Like, you really use negative events and really use it as to fuel. You don't let it kind of change your mindset. We can go into whole different things. It can be either you call it the universe is testing you. You could say it's God and testing you, or the devil tempting you. Whatever thought pattern or religious belief that you want, at the end of the day, stuff in life is going to happen to you that's going to try and test your way of thinking, or at least test your positive mindset. And it's really important that you stay on that positive frequency, so you keep attracting, or at least keep having more positive abundance in your life. So yeah, that's all I got to say today, guys. We're going to keep it short and sweet. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. As we always say here, make sure to control the negative, focus on the positive. It's your boy in the void, repping the void, Vincent Fitness. I'm out.